Welcome back. We are on the topic percentages. In the previous video, we learned how to calculate compound interest by using a formula. In this video, we are going to learn about hire purchase. Hire purchase. An item is said to be bought on hire purchase when a customer makes an initial deposit for the item and then agrees to pay the remainder in installments. To understand this statement, let's consider this example. Kofi saw this television in a shop. The television cost 900 Ghana cedis. He wanted to buy it, but he did not have enough money to pay for the 900 Ghana cedis in full. So, the shop allowed him to make an initial deposit and then pay the remainder in installments. This means that the shop allowed him to pay part of the 900 Ghana cedis and then divided the remainder into equal parts so that he could pay it at the end of a given period of time. Buying an item in this way is referred to as hire purchase. Now, because the customer is not paying for the full price of the item at a go, the shop usually charges an interest on the remainder. So usually the remainder also attracts interest. So for hire purchase, the customer will make an initial deposit for the item and then pay the remainder in installment or in parts. Now, because the customer is not paying for the full price of the item at a go, the shop will charge interest on the remainder. Let's come back to our example. Kofi wanted to buy this television which cost 900 Ghana cedis, but he did not have enough money on him. So the shop allowed him to make an initial deposit of 400 Ghana cedis. This means that he was allowed to pay 400 Ghana cedis as the initial deposit. So the remainder is going to be 900 Ghana cedis minus 400 Ghana cedis, which is 500 Ghana cedis. So Kofi paid an initial deposit of 400 Ghana cedis and the remainder was 500 Ghana cedis. He did not have the remaining 500 Ghana cedis on him. So he agreed to pay it in equal monthly installments for 12 months. He agreed to pay it in equal monthly installments for 12 months. What this statement means is that Kofi agreed that the 500 Ghana cedis will be divided into 12 equal parts, and at the end of each month, he will pay one part. So at the end of the first month, he will pay one part. At the end of the second month, he will pay one part. And at the end of the third month, he will pay one part. It will continue up to the 12th month. So he agreed to pay the remainder in equal monthly installment for 12 months. Now, because Kofi did not pay the 900 Ghana cedis, that is the cost of the television, because he did not pay it all at once, the shop also charged an interest of 5% on the remainder. So because Kofi did not pay the 900 Ghana cedis in full, but he bought the television on hire purchase, the shop charged an interest of 5% on the remainder. Let's find out how much Kofi will pay at the end of each month and the total amount of money he will pay for the television. So we have seen that the actual cost price of the television is 900 Ghana cedis. Kofi made an initial deposit of 400 Ghana cedis. The remainder was 500 Ghana cedis, and the shop charged an interest of 5% on the remainder, or the interest is equal to 5% of the remainder. Now, this means that the amount that Kofi has to pay in installment is equal to the remainder, which is 500 Ghana cedis, plus the interest on the remainder. Because Kofi did not pay the 900 Ghana cedis in full, the shop charged an interest of 5% on the remainder. So the amount that he has to pay, that is the remaining amount that he has to pay in installment, will be the remainder itself, which is 500 Ghana cedis, plus the interest. The interest is 5% of the remainder. The remainder is 500 Ghana cedis. So 5% of 500 Ghana cedis is 5 divided by 100 times 500 Ghana cedis. And this will give us 525 Ghana cedis. So Kofi has to pay 525 Ghana cedis in installments. Remember that he agreed to pay it in equal monthly installment for 12 months. This means that this 525 Ghana cedis was divided into 12 equal parts. So at the end of each month, Kofi will pay one part, and he will keep paying from the first month to the 12th month. So the monthly installment, that is the amount of money Kofi will pay at the end of each month, is equal to 525 Ghana cedis divided by the number of months, which is 12. And this will give us 43 Ghana cedis 75 pesos. This means that at the end of each month, Kofi will pay 43 Ghana cedis 75 pesos. So after making an initial deposit of 400 Ghana cedis, Kofi will have to pay 43 Ghana cedis 75 pesos at the end of each month for 12 months. This means that the total amount of money that Kofi will pay for the television is equal to the initial deposit he made, which is 400 Ghana cedis, plus the amount of money he paid in installments, which is 525 Ghana cedis. He made an initial deposit of 400 Ghana cedis, and the amount of money he paid in installments is 525 Ghana cedis. If you add these two, you are going to have 925 Ghana cedis. So we can see that the actual cost of the television was 900 Ghana cedis, but because Kofi bought the television on hire purchase, he paid 925 Ghana cedis, which is 25 Ghana cedis more than the actual price of the television. So when an item is bought on hire purchase, the customer will end up paying more than the actual price of the item. And this is because the shop will charge an interest on the remainder. So Kofi paid an initial deposit of 400 Ghana cedis, and at the end of each month, he paid 43 Ghana cedis 75 pesos. So he paid 43 Ghana cedis 75 pesos at the end of each month for 12 months. So in total, the amount of money he paid for the television is equal to the initial deposit, which is 400 Ghana cedis, plus the amount of money he paid in installments, which is 525 Ghana cedis. When you add these two, you have 925 Ghana cedis. The actual cost price of the television was 900 cedis, but because Kofi bought the television on hire purchase, he paid 925 Ghana cedis. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel for more videos. In the next video, we are going to apply what you've learned about hire purchase in this video to solve practical problems. Bye-bye.